Okay, and then I hate a man who know they work, because that just is aggravating. But
what the hell are you talking about?
How I look right now is how I feel about what she just said. Let that sink in.
You know, being married is like a deck of cards.
How so?
Well, in the beginning, you only need 2 hearts and a diamond.
Aw, that's sweet.
Yeah, but in the end, you wish you had a club and a spade.
Now that's fucked up.
Treat me like white teeth. Don't get me.
This is bullshit. If you had to cheat on me with one guy in the world, who would it be?
Hey man, don't ask questions you don't want answers to.
I'm not a cheater.
I'd just leave it at that.
If you had to cheat.
I'm telling you.
I'm not a cheater.
She's basically just telling you that you don't want to know.
If you had to, or else I died, who would it be?
Last chance, I'd pull out.
Your dad.
I told you.
Oh, Lord.
They did an experiment with a group of women, and they put scars on their faces, and they told these women that they're going into a job interview. They showed them the scars in the mirror. The women saw themselves with these scars, and as they led them out of the room, they said, we're just going to touch it up a little bit. And as they touched it up, they removed the scarring completely. So the women went into the job interview thinking that they are scarred, but actually being their normal selves. And the result of the experiment is that those women then came back reporting massively increased level of discrimination. Indeed, many of them came back with comments that the interviewer had made that they felt were referencing their facial disfigurements. And this is why I think this ideology of victimhood is so dangerous.
Now that opening clip, I'm probably going to bring that back in a future episode, but yeah, talking about the imagined slights and the victim's mentality of the modern woman. But anyway, I'm running late today, so let's get right into it. Welcome to Mankind.
Okay. Hi, I'm Zoe. I have a PhD in digital feminist activism.
A PhD in what?
What a waste of a PhD. And then these are the type of people that want a pardon for their student loans. And then they got a fucking doctorate in that shit. What the fuck is even that?
What the hell is even that?
Well, in Iceland, an energy company was about to go bankrupt. A new manager came in and said, okay, we've got to throw everything out and start again. And made a conscious decision based on his belief that it's a human right that men and women are paid equally. And so went out of his way to make the workforce within that company 50-50 as much as he could in terms of men and women being represented. So we're talking about engineers, we're talking about tradespeople, we're talking about in workshops, we're talking at the managerial level.
If you hire 50% women engineers and 50% male engineers, then the women engineers are less qualified because the pool of engineers is lower among women. So you can't hire 50% women engineers without producing a decrement in the quality of the engineers. The selection pool is too small. You can't do that on a large scale. You might be able to do that in one company. Look, you think about it mathematically. If there's 10 times as many male engineers as there are female engineers, and you insist upon hiring 50-50, then obviously the degree to which the female engineers are proficient cannot be the same as the degree to which the male engineers are proficient. It's mathematically impossible.
Or whatever you think of Jordan Peterson, I love listening to him because he's really well spoken. And it's funny, I was thinking about this exact thing and this video popped up on my feed the next day. But it's true. You know, the only thing that makes sense is to hire based upon the number of people in the hiring pool. But you know, modern women today, they don't let facts get in the way of a good cause. And the logic goes right out the window, and then you have people who have no business being in a position, working that position, because of this female affirmative action. That's very different when you talk about different races and the socioeconomic advantages given to them based on the geography of different communities and etc. But when you're talking about male, female, there is no discernible difference in the advantages that different genders have these days. So it's all fucking bullshit, and this is the kind of thing that gets overlooked.
Oh hell no, I don't want you to be my firefighter. Shit, my house burning down, I'm dead already, I'm dead.
Big run as fast as you can.
It was like a 4th time? Bro.
5. As fast as you can.
Oh my god. I'm dead.
A man with no firefighter training has no trouble with the same task.
They ain't even firefighters, they're just regular chads.
And still become a firewoman to meet female quotas. Firewomen are paid exactly the same as firemen, but are more physically able and better suited to the job.
I never thought about this until I watched this clip, but it's true. In any physical type job, the male in general will have more output, and yet they're paid the same. And sure, they're probably going to both put in the same amount of effort relative to what they're capable of, but that shouldn't really matter. I mean, in any business, it's what you produce. It's your production that matters. There's no relativity involved there. And anyways, I'm 215 pounds dead weight. If I'm passed out from a fire, sue me. I want a man busting down that door. I don't think I've ever met a woman who can carry me. Grown men would have a difficult time moving me. Now look, women should be able to work whatever position they want if they're qualified for that position. But let's stop creating this fantasy world where we ignore logic and common sense just because we're afraid to hurt someone's feelings.
Oh! Great job!
Well, I made it. Well, if you want to come out and have a...
Congratulations, you played yourself.
And that is exactly how the fantasy starts. This is what reality looks like.
I'll blow up.
Boy, that escalated quickly. I mean, that really got out of hand fast.
I mentioned I was running behind today, and I was running behind because there was a power outage on a sunny day in the middle of the city for no apparent reason. I wonder if they had that quota of female workers working on the power grid today. No, I'm just fucking around. But anyways, this is your daily reminder. Please like, subscribe, comment, ring the bell. It's all going to help the channel grow. I'd really appreciate it. Let's get right back into it.
With all due respect, what the fuck?
You're a victim.
Women on average have a higher IQ than men.
Hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right.
According to PubMed, the average IQ of men is 4.6 points higher than that of women. Damn, that's tough.
It's science.
Where's your boyfriend?
We're doing distance.
We're doing distance? Is that what you just... You're very pretty, but talking is not your strong suit. Where's your boyfriend? We're doing distance.
Let's talk to somebody who spent Valentine's Day alone. Let's see.
It's an evil world we live in.
3, 2, 1, go. Okay, fingers in. Okay, seatbelt comes off. There we go. Loop in. Okay, now with my other hand, I'm gonna kick the seat back and I'm gonna open the seat. I'm gonna open the door. Okay, 3, 2, 1. All the way down. I'm out, and I can escape freely. Okay.
Two fingers. Two fingers. Seat down.
I'm telling you, they're living in a fucking fantasy. Dude, she pulled the rope one hand. She's tiny and she pulled the rope with fingers. Dude, if a real guy was, they could pull so tight it'd pop her fucking head off. Look, I'm probably gonna do a video with just women's self-defense nonsense on it because there's a bunch of BS out there. You're better off taking lessons from my buddy here.
People have asked me, how would I deal with hand-to-hand close combat? Well, first and foremost, picture this. You get someone to pin you against the wall. Surprise break the grip like this. Or like this. Which, hey, that was close. Wait, like this. On the streets, how would it go down? Something like this. Grab my hand. No, I'm not.
My man.
Something that's very underrated nowadays that a lot of young people don't have is this ability to exercise critical thinking and extracting information from something that is useful to you, taking that, applying it, and then getting their information that doesn't apply to you.
Right. Yeah, bro, we need to bring logic and common sense back into the world. Too many people are out there and they think because a person is right about one thing, it means they're right about everything and they stop using their brains. Please don't be that person. See, I'm just a guy on YouTube. I've been through a lot. I've got something to say. And I piece together a little bit of knowledge, a little bit of comedy for you, but it's up to you to piece together what's useful to you.
It's gonna be a good day today. Woo! That's what I'm talking about!
Another day done. Another day living. I'm right there with you. Proud of you. You stay strong, soldier. You hear me, champ?